Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have been challenged by London Art Nanny to show how I could make a Pringles box look like a snowman. She uploaded a video some days ago where she was making the royal guards out of from Pringle boxes, and I commented, wouldn't it be nice if you could make them look like snowmen also? So she challenged me to upload a video where I'm making one into a snowman. So here it is. Today, in this episode, I'm gonna show you how to make this one. So, since I don't have a Pringles box, I'm gonna use this instead. I just saved this, hoping I could do something about it, and now I'm gonna make my snowman from this one. And it can also be used to store something inside. I have already prepared the brim for my hat from black paper, since I have already colored paper. And since I'm a bit too lazy to paint the entire body white, because that would take several coatings, I'm using the same kind of paper as I made the brim from, a bit thicker white paper. I'm just gonna hot glue it to the base here, so all I need to paint is this top part that is gonna be the hat of the snowman. The brim of the hat I'm just gonna hot glue with a few dots, and I'm gonna paint with regular hobby paint. I'm gonna paint the buttons and the eyes. I don't have anything at the moment that I can use as a nose, so I'm considering to just use maybe a Christmas bell or something. I'm also thinking, should I have these green buttons? But normally a snowman is having charcoal buttons, so I'm gonna go with the black paint for this one. And the scarf I already have ready. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start by hot gluing this sheet to my snowman's body. Hot glue gun has been heating up for some time. So I'm putting a glue dot here and a glue dot here. And then I just align it up here like this. And be careful with your fingers because this is hot. You might burn your fingers if you're not careful. You can of course also use just tape if you don't want to play around with hot glue gun. Oops, sorry about that. And then I'm sneaking in a little bit of glue in the edge here. And again, you might burn your fingers now. And if you want to, you can kind of peel off this that is sticking out, but that will be covered by the other paper. You see there is a little glue sticking out here. Or you can burn your fingers and smudge it out like I do. And then, with this like that, you just make sure to squeeze it tightly around the body. Twist like this also, makes a bit of noise, sorry about that. So it will be completely flat against the body. And then hot glue gun, here we come again. Just squeeze it tightly, like this. Be careful with your fingers. And there will be glue strings everywhere. I kind of love it and I hate it, but that's the way it is with hot glue guns. And then you try to sneak in more hot glue here. And then again you kind of massage it into being shut here. And personally I don't care so much if there is a bit of crack here, but of course you can try to squeeze in some glue or just use tape again if you want this to be completely flat here. And just like that, you have the white of the body of your snowman. And I need to add a little bit more glue to my hot gun, so I'm gonna pause you guys while I'm doing that. So with the hot glue gun loaded with a new stick and another burnt fingertip, it's time for me to kind of get the brim on. So I'm carefully sliding it on like this. and deciding how deep I'm gonna go with the brim. How big is my hat gonna be? And when I'm satisfied, I'm gonna seal it with a few dots of glue underneath so it doesn't slide further down. Here, here. I'm using 4 dots, and they're not gonna be very visible underneath there. And if you want to, you can also put some glue on top here. So when this is done, it is time to paint the top here black. I'm taking my hobby color, trying to avoid using my burnt finger. And I'm using a flat brush like this. So here we go. So my snowman is closing to done. Now I'm just gonna attach this scarf to him. And that's how simple it can be done. I'm gonna attach some kind of arms to him as well. Of course, because all snowmen have arms, of course. So I've hot glued one stick of the snowman here, and I want the other one to be a waving arm. So I'm putting a bit of glue on the snowman's arm here, and then I just push and hold where I want the arm to be. Careful with your fingers. I might want to use this so I don't burn my fingers even more. Then I placed it so the snowman is waving to you guys. So if you want to do this together with your kids and you don't want to use any hot glue, just stick with tape or regular hobby glue. You will just have to maybe put a string around or something until the glue has dried. Hot glue gun can, after all, be a bit dangerous and hot. But since I'm a grown-up and not so smart, I've been using the hot glue and burning my fingers instead. But it goes fast. You can, if you want to, use like model clay or something to make the nose. You can use the kind of clay that you harden in the oven, just make a couple of noses ready for these snowmen. And of course you can use black beads for the buttons and the coals. You can use any kind of twig that you find in the nature, or just cut a barbecue stick like I just did for the hands. You can even buy accessories if you want to, but I prefer to use what I had at home already. So this is what it looks like.